Hey guys, here's another video on how to work a couple of your problems. This one is, as you can see in the corner here, it's from your worksheet from last week.
Someone from K4 Car Riders, call the office. Someone from K4 Car Riders, call the office, please.
It is from your worksheet from last week, RP3. That's the standard that we're working on, and we're going to do problems 11 and 12. So let's start with number 11. Alright. That was hard enough to write. Okay. Number 11 says Frankie earned 22% commission. 22% commission. So just like a used car salesman or a car salesman, these people get paid on a percentage of what they sell. And Frankie sells clothing at the clothing store. And if he sold 15 jackets at $55 each, how much commission did he earn? So the jackets are all $15 a piece. $55 a piece. Alright, and Frankie sold 15 of those jackets. Okay, that looks bad, but you can see what it is. Okay, 5 times 5 is 25. Put your 5 down here. Some of you guys are a little rusty with this multiplication and division algorithm, which is what this is called. So really pay attention to my steps. And then I've got 5 times 5 again, and then I got to add the 2. That gives me 27. And then I've got to scoot over 1. Some of you guys want to stack those on top of each other. You can't do that. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Alright. So then I'm going to add in this direction. 7 plus 5 is 12. Carry my 1. And then I've got 5 plus 2. 7 plus 1 is 8. So those 15 jackets costed $825. And Frankie gets 22% of that. So I got to multiply 825 by 22%. But I can't write it this way. Okay. What I have to do is convert that to a decimal. So I'm going to move 2 places. Now I have my decimal. 0.22. Okay. Now I got to multiply this. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry my 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Add the 1 is 5. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 5 is 10. And I'm going to move over 1. Okay. Move over 1. 2 times 5 is 10. That should be a 0. I was putting a 1 because I was moving over 1, I guess. And then I carry my 1 from the 10 up here. 2 times 2 is 4. Add the 1 is 5. And then 2 times 8 is 16. And there we go. Now I'm just going to carry or add each row here. 0, 5, 11, 7, and 1. Now I have 2 decimal places here. So I start here and go 1, 2, put my decimal place here. So the total commission that she earns is, oh wait a minute, let's see what I did in that. 6 plus 1 plus 1 is 8. Didn't add correct right there. Trying to jump ahead too quick. $181.50. That's how much Frankie earned on selling those 15 jackets. So not too bad for Frankie. All right, let's jump in to number 12. Number 12 says Ann earns 18% commission. Okay, so this is going to be the exact same method as our last problem. 18%, and she has 8 sales. Each was $105 a piece. So $105 times 8. Okay. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 0 is 0, but I got to bring my 4. 8 times 1 is 8. So she has sold, to this point, she has sold $840 worth of merchandise. Doesn't say what she sells, but she sold that much. But she gets 18% of that. So let's do 840 times 18%, but I can't do that. I can't do multiply times a percent, but I can multiply times a decimal. And there we go. We'll work this out now. So we do 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 8 is 64, and then we add the 3 to that is 67. And then we're going to move everything over 1. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 8 is 8. Alright, and we do have 2 decimal places, but we'll calculate that in once we do our addition here. Alright, don't forget that that is addition. 2 plus 0 is 2, and there's that 0. 7 plus 4 is 11. Carry the 1. 6 plus 8 is 14. Add the 1 is 15. Now, so when we find our decimal, we count those places. That's 2 places. Come down here. Also count 2 places. And Ann made $151.20. Alright, so that's a commission sales problem. While I've got time here, let's work a tip problem. A lot of you guys, I think, struggle with the tip problem. So I'm just going to make this one up. So I went out to eat, and my bill was $17.20. Let's just say. Okay, so the waitress brings me my bill and $17.20, and I'm wanting to give her a 25% tip. She's a really good waitress, and I really like to tip like to tip my waitresses well, or my servers well, because I appreciate when they do a good job. Okay, so with that, okay, I'm going to multiply times 1, because that is what the bill is. That represents the bill, is if I multiply times 1. And then I'm going to multiply times whatever this is as a decimal. So I'm going to move it over twice, and it's going to be 0.25. 0.25. And that's going to represent my tip. Okay. So I am going to take 17.20 and multiply it times 1.25. Alright, so I want you to know though, that if the question asks just for tip only, then you would leave this 1 out. Okay, and this 1. If you're only asking for tip, how much the tip is, then you leave the 0.25 and you don't use the 1. Because the 1 is how much the bill is. Well, the bill is $17.20. Okay, but if I want the tip, then I'm just going to do times the bill amount times just 0.25, and that'll give me how much I'm giving the waitress, or how much that the server is getting. But this time I want to know what my total bill is, including the tip. Alright, 5 times 0 is 0. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry my 1 here.
Leanne Dixon to the conference room. Leanne Dixon to the conference room, please.
7 times 5 is 35. Add my 1 is 36. Carry my 3. 1 times 5 is 5. Add my 3 makes 8. Now I'm going to move over a step for the next row. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 7 is 14. And carry my 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Add 1 is 3. Alright, and I'm going to step over twice now. Okay, stepping over twice. Now, 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. Let's do that. Now, let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. Alright, so now we're going to, again, make sure you remember that you're adding. Carry this down. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 4 is 10. Carry your 1. Alright, 8 plus 2 is 10. Plus 4 is 14. Plus 1 is 15. Don't forget to carry your 1. Okay, 7 plus 3 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. Don't forget to carry your 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now, don't forget to come up here and add up your decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then carry that down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my total bill that I will pay is $21.50. Alright, and again, that is my bill, which is $17.20, plus a 25%. No, don't do